Greetings, everybody. 'Tis I, your friendly neighborhood mail cat. There. Do some more nanoblocks for a chill stream. And today, if you've seen the title, you probably know we are doing one of the greatest villains of Godzilla's timeline. And that is Destroyah. Or as I call in the dub version, Destroyer. Which doesn't quite make sense with the spelling, but there you go. This is typical nanoblock stuff. Got your 2 packets and whatnot. Put that to the side. Yeah, there you go. And then instructions indicate that we are going to have about 18 steps to do. So this one will be a little bit longer, I guess, than the Rodan one. However, still, it's going to be significantly shorter than the Shin Godzilla one that I had to build that I don't think y'all were. I obviously didn't stream that one. Now, I don't remember how I opened these before. I almost feel like I had to, this almost looks like I had to use scissors. I don't really see a way to do this. Maybe in the center? Yeah, that's how I got this one for sure. I'll go ahead and release all these to start. Obviously, if you remember, if you've been to any of my other streams where I've done nanoblocks, this particular set of nanoblocks contains a lot of pieces that are duplicates. In case I would say in case any of them get lost, because obviously they're so small and it's really easy to drop one that falls on the ground and then who knows where it ends up, right? So we've got that going. Okay, so there's that. There's these. And so these, rest of the discard pile, what we're going to need is we're going to need one of these. Boy, we're going to need quite a few, it looks like. So we're going to need 3 of these. 1, 2, and oh, this one's stuck together. 3. Let's see. 2 sets of 2 pieces. So I need 1, 2. Okay. A 3-piece. Put over here. And then a square 4-piece. Which is right here. And that should be all that we need first step. So basically, let's kind of try to get this started here. So this and this, the 6 and the 4 go together. Then I got the 3, just going to overlay. And it's going to be on top of it, just like that. And I got the other one. It's going to be an end. That one. 2-piece. Boy, this is a very complicated first step. There. And then these other 2 pieces we're going to put on top. So let's see. It shows I need to be at the top of the 4-piece for the bottom of that. If I can see, it's a little bit darker than I like today. I don't know why it's so dark. Okay. It may just be the colors. So, yep, that's how we're going to line it up. That's exactly how we're doing it. And there it goes, right there. And then the 2-piece is going to be right on top of that. That is how it goes. Okay. We'll kind of lower this a little bit so we can see it a little bit better now. Okay. Let's get the second step started. We'll build some pieces around the sides, so I'm going to need another one of these by 6-piece. A 6-piece, 2 4s, 1. That's a 6. There's a 4. It's a 4. 6 and 4. Square 4 and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 single blocks. I think all these are the ones. So this is what I need for that. And then what we're going to do is just start kind of covering the sides a little bit. So the 6-piece, let me make sure I'm holding this right, yeah, because it's got to stay the same way. We'll put this right here, my left side. Now there's going to be a single piece. These are the ones I really want to get out of the way. Top right here. Okay. Another one, it looks like, right next to this one. There we go. 4-piece. Right next to it. On the front side. Okay, that looks good. That last single, of course, going to be on that single spot there. I can already tell this looks like this is going to be arms. Yeah. May not be arms, but sure looks like it. The 4-piece is going to go here. So it looks like, starting to look like a base somewhat here. So you can see where the tail and the front ends would be already after 2 steps. Let's go ahead and get this third step out of the way as well. We're going to need another one of these 6-piece. We need a 4-piece again. And a single again. And of course, as you can see, if you're watching the Ko-fi page, click on the link, get access to my Ko-fi, which if you're on Ko-fi, you can follow that and then get all the updates through there of all the YouTube stuff I have going on. So let's see. So I want to get out the arms too far out. There we go. This one next to that. Okay. And then the single piece is going to go behind the 6-piece, but not directly. It's going to skip 1 block. Try to straighten it. There we go. Then there's step 3, which is about a sixth of the way. So let's get started on this 4th step. So I've got this yellow 3-pronged block here. I've got, need a 3 and a 2. Not too sure. Okay, yeah. So let's see, there's a 3 here. And then there's a 2 here. And then there is these weird looking ones. They're a little off color. Little 2 space with the little circular edges. And that will be the entirety of the items that I need for this step. So let's start with this one because this one's pretty simple. We put this across the 2 pieces here that have the little space, so one on one side, one on the other side. Then the middle one obviously is not going to have anything to connect to. So there you go with that. Now for these, it shows that you're supposed to take each piece and you're supposed to connect it to one of these circular ones. So this one connects like that. This one connect. So, okay. And then what I'm supposed to do, according to this, is to overlay it on this little 3 piece here. And because if I keep them together, it would make 3 pieces. And connect it that way. Gotta make sure that I can connect it without losing any pieces. But that's why they have all the extras. It is a tricky little space to get these things in. They're called nanoblocks. So tiny. Oh, see, that one will start to come off. So. Go. 2-piece didn't go on quite right. I have to redo that one. Oh. Okay, there we go. That should be good. This go. That way. It's this way, isn't it? Yeah. That's how it works. Okay. Here we go. That's step 4. Let's do step 5. So step 5, we got some of these 3-piece right angles. A couple of those we need. We'll also need another one of these piece blocks. Yellow ones. Well, we'll need a couple more of those actually. See that I actually need 4 of these. So this is 3. And there's 4. Okay, so that's 4 of those. And I need another 3, but it's just one of the 4 3s. Okay. So first off, let's get the yellow 3 in the middle. And that's going to just go in front of the white piece, the yellow pieces here. That. And then we've got a bunch of the other pieces. You're going to have one on the left side sticking out, one on the right side sticking out. Okay. Need two pieces behind it. That on the right. Three-piece behind, which will be in the center of the with yellow center behind it. Oh. So strange. Okay. Now let's do step 6. This is a pretty simple one. Looks like we've got yellow 3-piece, a black, and then 3 and a 6. So here's a 3, there's a yellow 3, and then a 6. And that's all we're going to need for this step. But this one across, whoops, this is what happens. Put this one across. See, it's got a little bit of a chest cavity looking thing there. That's how Destroyah's front is. It's a little different color. And then where are we? We're going to have to take a break in just a few minutes, which is actually just in time here because not to the end of this thing, and I got to set a new one. All right. This one's going to go behind the right side of the yellow. This one's going to go behind the side. There. So that's 6 steps. That's a third of the way done. All right, let's get some arms. Or no, actually, this looks like the wings. So let's get the wings started here on step 7. So it looks like we're going to need 2 sets of things. So we've got this little step piece looking thing. So that means we're going to need 2 of those. So one for one and one for the other. Another one of these weird circular things. So I need one for that one and one for that. We need a third set, a set of 3 of the circular edged ones. Let's see, what is that exactly? Tell. Lighting is so bad. I need, it looks like, yes. So I'm going to need 3 single blocks for each side. There's that one. Okay. And then, what else do I need? I need one of these weird ones that got the little flat fronts on it on each side. So I got that one. And then last, I need these circular single pieces. I need one of each. Yeah, we're using a lot of pieces on this step. So let's get started with that. So we're going to take the step and the 2-piece circular. I'm going to attach those together on the lower step. Okay. And then we're going to attach one of the single blocks to the front, the top step. Or I can. For some reason, this is oddly harder than it should be. There it goes. It snapped into place. One thing about these nanoblocks, they're not usually hard to snap into place, but for some reason, that one was. Right, then do the 3-step on top of the circular 3 on the double. And then on top of that edge that we just built, the front edge, so it looks like one there. I swear, I think the lighting's gotten worse for some reason. I don't know why. All right, there we go. And then, let's see. So the circular one goes behind it. Whoops. So the ones that, okay, got that. And then we're going to double up the singles front. We're going to take the outstretched part, attach it to one of the sides, and it's going to be, obviously, it's going to be these singles that are sticking out here. So that one goes there. I think because it's circular, it's going to be bendable. It's kind of cool, actually. And then we're going to do that again. So take the step, take the circular 2-piece, connect them on the bottom, take single on the top step. Oh boy. Take the 3-piece, connect it on top of the 2-piece. That edged piece there. Connect it on the front. Get the circular piece behind that. Double up on the front part, 2 singles. Snap in. Ready. Wait, it is being really ready. What's that about? This one first. There we go. Wow. These are like, this one's so tough to do. There it goes. Okay, now we got it. Now we'll connect the wing here. The other side. Oh. Look at that. It's a little bit mobile. I'm not going to do anything yet because it's a little too delicate. It might fall off. This is... All right. Let's see. What's next? So we're up to step 8. Oh, well, this is a simple step. I need a 3. and I need a 2. That's it. And they're just going to kind of seal. So this is, let me turn the front towards me so I can see this. So with the front towards me, on the right side is the 3 going to go to seal that wing in on the right side. And then the 2 is going to seal the wing on the left side. Uh-oh. And they're right. Well, I know there's going to be extra, so I'm going to just use the extra. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If I lose another one. There we go. Looking down to see it, which I can't. Down there. Well, don't worry about it. Sure, I've got plenty of pieces. So that's step 8. So let's do step 9. So step 9, we need these blocks of 6. This out of the way here. So 1, 2, 3. And then we'll need a 4th one. Yeah, quite a few, right? And a couple of these 3 angled. There's got to be another one. And just a regular 3. That's what we're going to use. Okay, so we've got so we're going to connect these on top of these, one on the left side, one on the right side. Pretty simple. So we're probably not going to be using the body for a hot minute. Looks like we're building the head. Okay. And then hit another one of these. Center. Okay. And then going to put 3, one on the right side, straight one in the middle, another one on the other side, to the left side. Something that looks like that, almost like a crossbow. So that's step 9 and 10. So we're past the halfway mark. I didn't even realize that was 2 separate steps because they were right next to each other in such a tight way that I thought it was just 2 parts of 1 step. So that was 2 steps. The next step, we're going to start getting these yellow circular pieces out. Right there. Get another 3 piece out. One of those. And then another single. That's all we're doing. So let's start with the 3 piece because that's the one that's kind of the easiest to tell. So that one by itself out front is going to stay out front, and then we'll place it right there to give it a little leverage. These 2 yellow pieces I'm pretty sure are going to be eyeballs if I had to guess. And they're going to go left and right of the middle of the 3 piece. Go. And singular piece will go behind 3 piece. Oh, don't do that. Here's another piece. Okay. That's step 11. All right, let's go to step 12. Oh, step 12, another 2 times. So I've got another one of these step pieces. So that means I need 2 of those. Singles. Those. And then a double, one. Here's another double. And triple. Okay, so the way this goes, just kind of flattening it out and layering it. Then the triple will, of course, be sticking out a little bit. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. And double. Seal it. Okay, and triple. Extending from the behind. And it's going to attach directly behind you. And that's going to be kind of that sort of almost like ear area. Not sure that's exactly its ears, more like a shielding plate for it. Alright. And that is step number 12. Now for step 13, we got another one of these 6 pieces. Got another single. And then 2, not the step ones, but the ones with sort of flat fronts. Angled flat pieces there. And then that's going to be how we do that one. Now, it looks like it just attaches over the eyeballs. There. That's how it looks. And then the single piece is going to go on the single piece directly in front. Okay, that looks good. And then on the back part where those ear flaps are, these 2 pieces, which makes sense. Boy, it's really coming along nicely. I like how this head's working. Alright. So that was what? Step 13? Alright, so 14. We got 2 more of these singles. Oops. And we've also got a step piece for the yellow colored one. And a similar colored one with a single. That's how we're doing that. It's going to be the horn. Building the horn on its head. We're also solidifying the ear flaps again. Yeah, it's going to be a disaster. Playing the disaster theme. Sin City. This guy shows up. It would. Okay, and then here we're doing it on front piece. And then this goes on top of that to kind of make. Okay. We only got 3 minutes left on this one. Okay, so that's 14. 15's gonna go on the bottom. Oh, that's for the body. Wait, that's not the body. It's the head. Silly people. The translation says. Okay, turn the body over. That's not the body. That's the head. This is the body. We're not turning the body over. Okay, so we're going to turn the head over. But when we do that, we're going to need... What is that? Is that a 4-piece? Or is it 2 ones? I think it's a 4-piece. Or 2 2s, rather. I think it's a 4-piece. Wasn't very clear about that. And then 2 of these circular whites. And... Okay, this is going to be kind of interesting. Alright, so turn it over. Ah, so it's going to go directly in front of this. Or somehow. Oh, I see. Yeah, try to put it in the center. It's supposed to be like its mouth. Yeah. Pieces here. I call them wing pieces, but they're not actually the wings. It's like its teeth. It's like tusk teeth or something like that. I don't know, but really good design on that, by the way. I like how that's designed. Alright. Now 16. Now we attach the head. And I think we're doing it like this. Looks right. Oh. Come on, head. Oh. There we go. Okay, got the head on, but I lost that tail piece. I found it. It got way back in the back somehow. Okay. So let's attach it here. I think it went this way. There we go. Okay. I don't understand what this means right here. So, it has 8 and then it has it on the back. I don't know what that means. Anyway, we're gonna... This time we're actually turning the body over. Alright, so we got a wing, another wing, 3-piece angle. 6-piece, alright. Then 2 2s. 1 2. There you go. And that's what we're using. Alright, so. No! That one went in my shoe. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness. This was really bad. Used to have to fall. Okay. Got it back on. Let's try this again. Let's start with the 6. Let's see. Do it. Technically, it should start with the 2, but I want to get the big one on. It's going to be the foundation piece. There we go. Okay, now that I got that on, everything else should be a little bit easier. Connects everything. Got that 2 piece. All right. We'll get the other one underneath. Yes. Okay. This is how I want it. All right. Now let's get these little feet on. So it's going to have to be, looks like, yeah. Boy, all these mobile pieces, this is a terrible spot to do this. Okay, there we go. It's got to be angled because these are feet. This is a terrible spot to do this because, like, with these wings and all these easily loose pieces, this is very hard to do without getting something to accidentally fall off. Okay. All right. We got that. All right. One more step and we'll be home free. All right, here we go. So let's see. We need 2 circular pieces, circular singles. All right. We need a double right here. All right. And then we need 2 singles right here. That's all we need. All right, cool. So put the circular singles on top of the 2 piece right here. And 2 singles are going to be kind of in the center. Always interesting thing about these things don't work the same as a Lego because you can actually do stuff like that. Weird as that seems. White centered. There we go. Just put that one on top of the other one. Got his little hook tail thing. And that's going to go on the far edge right here. See, I think that was supposed to be 18, but it shows 8 on it. So, yeah. Let's see, there you go. He is. See, this packs and enough. Got the mobile wings. This is a very good one. I really like this one. This one's really nice. Of course, Rodan looked really good too. The Godzilla one, I was just not impressed with the Godzilla one very much. That's actually the one that I was probably least impressed by. So, until then, until I see you next time, this is your friendly neighborhood mail cat, Trojan Pair, wishing you blessings and enjoy your streams. Bye bye.